One, or two, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the video, how to change your life. Wherever you are in your life, your confidence, your self-love, anxiety, your life design, if you are exactly where you want to be, if you're not exactly where you want to be, if you're so far from where you want to be, wherever, whoever you're choosing to be in this exact moment, something I know about you, about us, including me here, is that we have a desire to improve our lives. So we're going to get into specifically 7 mindset shifts via quotes that have helped enhance and radically, in a positive way, transform my life, with the hope that they can help you transform your life. Because these 7 quotes, 6 of them are actually quotes. One of them is a speech, a shorter speech, have completely changed my life in the most amazing ways possible. And most importantly, I have felt so understood by the quotes, because I used to feel like I was misunderstood. I didn't belong. Everyone thought of me so weirdly. But these quotes helped me feel like, oh, maybe what I'm thinking or feeling is actually true. And hearing it from someone else really helped me feel like I'm not alone. So I hope it can help you accomplish that, or feel that way, or feel seen, understood, heard. Understood really today. So without further ado, let's get into the 7 specific quotes that have completely changed my life. And make sure you stick around to number 7, because that is the one that has completely changed my life, and frankly is the one that I consciously use the most, including today. And I have a special guest for number 7, so just make sure you stick around to that. But let's get into it right now. Number 1, the greatest composer does not sit down to work because he is inspired, but becomes inspired because he is working. I remember when I first put this quote as my laptop background, I don't know, like 5 years ago. When I saw that quote, I realized that I don't always need to feel some certain way to do something that I know I want to do, or something that I know deep down I feel passionate about, even if my feelings are telling me I'm not good enough. Go focus on something else because you feel inadequate. I was like, no, I'm going to sit down to do this thing that I've always wanted to do, that I've never felt good enough to do. And I know when I sit down to do it, then I'm going to feel inspired. That has changed how I approach life, how I approach friendships, so relationships. Side note, relationships are everything. How I approach business, how I approach strangers, how I approach everything, because I know I may not feel like doing something, but if I can just take the first step, like there's this saying in yoga, 50% of the work is just showing up to the mat. Same thing with the gym. There are days that you just don't want to go to the gym or yoga, or maybe on a run. I'm using physical exercise here for a reason. But once you put on your running shoes, or once you go to the gym and get outside, or once you show up to the yoga mat, the feeling of it's already accomplished is there. Why? Because you just need to show up. Once you start doing it, it's like, bam, you become inspired. Why? Because you are doing something that makes you proud, and most importantly, you are being someone who makes you proud because you're being a doer. You're being a dreamer and a doer. Number 2, do not judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. Oh my God, has this quote completely changed my life, and here's why. I was someone who would look at what I was getting from others. Here, right now we're on YouTube together, okay? I would look at, oh, what's the view count? What's the subscriber count? How many people have commented? That's everything I've received. But if I shifted that, and side note, obviously by now I have, into, did I create something today? Did I give to someone today? Rather than, did someone give to me today? My life became in my control. When I focused on what I could give rather than what could be given to me, I took control of my life. The greatest gift you can give to yourself, I can give to myself, is giving to others. Why? Because when you give to others, you don't need to receive anything, because you feel fucking good. And that's the key to life. It's not about me anymore. It's about giving, and it's about them. And that is the greatest feeling and really accomplishment I could ever have. My life is now my control. What I give is in my control. Number 3, an hour of planning saves 10 hours of doing. It's by Dale Carnegie. I was someone who would, and I love this about me because I still am, just a slight shift, would just radically get into things. So I have an idea, bang, do it. And that's great philosophy and a lifestyle to have. But the only thing is, sometimes I wouldn't think about the next step, and I'd find myself in way over my head. So when I saw this quote, I remember maybe 1.5 to 2 years ago, I was like, oh, it's so logical when you think about it. It's so right. I think actually I would maybe even change that quote of like an hour of planning may save 1,000 hours of doing. Because when you plan, and I know you'll have this feeling too, when I plan, I'm like, oh my God, I used to be someone who tried to do fucking everything. I don't have to do this, that. I only need to do these 1 or 2 things. That just saved me so much fucking time, because I am no longer someone who tries to do everything. When I reflect and I take that hour to plan, I see that everything going through my mind, or close to everything, was just fucking noise. Everything that I was being told I have to do by these gurus or coaches or my family or my friends, sometimes with the best intentions, it's just fucking noise. There's only these 1 or 2 things I have to do. An hour of planning saves 10 hours of doing at least. Fucking golden quote. Let's get on to number 4. Short, simple, and sweet. Comparison is the thief of joy. Said by yours truly, President Theodore Roosevelt. I can remember so many days where I would go on Instagram, especially, and YouTube, especially, and look at these, especially is our favorite word right now, male or masculine influencers, and think, I just want to be like them. And to a certain degree, that was true. I was inspired by them. I loved their lifestyle of freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, most importantly, emotional freedom. And I wanted that, which is great. Where it would get bad was saying or seeing that they had it and I didn't, and feeling like a piece of shit about myself. If I could go back to the past and tell younger me that he was doing enough and to just keep going, and to maybe do himself a favor and put down Instagram, put down watching all these people on YouTube, put down Snapchat even, and just give himself fucking credit for everything he is and has done, it would give him, me, so much more emotional peace. So often when we're comparing ourselves to others, what we're really just feeling inside is inadequate. We don't feel like we've done enough. And that's not actually true. We just have to see ourselves. What we really do when we compare ourselves to others is avoid looking at ourselves. So what its replacement is giving yourself gratitude for who you are, who you've become, what you're doing, and what you've done. And taking that and putting that into my life has been a huge self-love healing journey. And it started with the quote and internalizing, I have to really stop. So I did, for the most part, I'm still human, comparing myself to others, and start giving myself the love that I have always deserved, the love that you always deserve. You are waiting for yourself to see yourself. Stop looking at others. Stop waiting for others to see you, and start seeing yourself first. Number 5. I would rather live my life as if there is a God and die to find out there isn't, than live my life as if there isn't and die to find out there is. Albert Camus. I remember seeing this quote in an email that I got from 5 Bullet Friday by Tim Ferriss. Amazing man. Definitely recommend you subscribe to 5 Bullet Friday. But anyways, that quote helped my spirituality completely open up. When I heard that quote, I was like, all these things I think could be real. Time travel, other collectives, manipulating time, another aspect of time travel, seeing the unseeable, auras, there we go. All these concepts of spirituality that are often called woo-woo by society. I was like, you know what? I would rather believe that's real and then get to the end of my life and be like, oh, it wasn't, than believe it's not real and get to the end of my life and say, oh shit, it was. And I was a critic or a doubter for 80 years in my life and live with 80 years of regret. Sometimes you gotta step up, take that risk, believe in something that feels hard to believe in, that a lot of society will tell you is bullshit, is woo-woo, especially in the spirituality space. And trust in what you feel, trust in what you experience, trust in what you hear in your intuition. Because I don't know about you, but just like this quote, I would rather get to the end of my life and be like, ha 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 ha, I was wrong, than get to the end of my life and be like, fuck, I was wrong. I would rather laugh at my folly than be mad or upset with my regret. Number 6, we got Theodore Roosevelt coming back for a second time. The Man in the Arena. It's a speech, it's a longer quote. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. All my life I felt like I was criticized. And most importantly, I felt like I was criticized by people who had no fucking credentials to criticize me. People who were not doing what I was actually doing. I actually established this mindset that I'd love to share with you, and it's no one either more successful or even at your current level of success. I'm not just speaking about financial success. I'm speaking about big capital S success. Mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and financial success. That's big S success right there. Will ever fucking judge you. They may critique you and criticize you in a positive way, but they will never judge you and be like, ha ha ha, shame on you, you moron. They'll be like, oh, haha, I get it. I know what it's like. Here's my advice to you. People who put in the work when it's hard, and even one more step beyond that, people who put in the work when it's hard and don't want to put in the work again and again and again. Only they have the right to judge me. And I know for a damn well fucking fact they won't judge me because they don't want to be judged themselves. Frankly, people who are in the arena will not waste their time judging you because they're fighting their own demons. They're going through their own battles. They're facing and slaying their own dragons. They will never judge you because it's a waste of their time. There's this thing by Jay-Z. People who are just judging you or trying to judge you are really telling you, I don't believe in myself. So I'm going to try to make you not believe in yourself because I want you to be like me so I feel comfortable. No. Thank you, but no. I want to be like me. You can be like you. We can be independent people and share our uniqueness with each other. But I will not be judged. I will not conform. I will be my independent, unfuckwithable self. That quote has completely enhanced my life because it gave me permission to fuck off with other people's judgments, to say, it doesn't matter what you think about me because you're not putting in the work. And if you were truly putting in the work, you would not give me a fucking second of your judgment because you would know, just like I do, how big fucking waste of time it is. The only people who can afford to give their time to judgment are the people who are not in the arena. They don't understand it. Since they don't understand it, I don't care. I hope one day you come in the arena with me because you will become stronger. But until you do, I will not listen to a fucking word you have to say. Period. Give yourself that permission because you deserve it. Give yourself permission to let go of that fear of judgment from others because it is never, ever, ever about you. It's always about them and what they think about themselves. Period. Number 7, the quote that has changed my life the most.
Your life is not about you. It's about everyone whose life you touch and the way in which you touch it.
Every time I find myself suffering, feeling scared, feeling anxious, feeling angry, feeling hurt, feeling sad, anything, any emotion, guilty, ashamed, it's when I've made it about me. My life is not about me. Your life is not about you. It's about, as you saw, the people you give to, the people you touch and how you touch them. My day-to-day life is focused on what I can give to others. And the only time that I become scared or I feel afraid is when I make my life about me. What will other people think about me? What does this mean about me? What will I look like? It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about others. Make your life about others and what you can give to others, because that is the greatest gift that you've actually been given, is being able to give back. The feelings you will feel, and I know you have already felt when you give to others and when you give to yourself, it's almost indescribable. It's fulfillment at its core. It's your nature. It's who you really are. Lastly, we have a little bonus, 3-word bonus from when I was in kindergarten. I know for a fact you've heard this quote before. I do want to share it with you because it has for 20 years almost. I'm almost 26, not yet. Since I was 6 years old and I first remember hearing it, has impacted my life in a positive way. And I know you already know it, so you're just simply going to get a reminder of it. Sharing is caring. Now that you know your life is not about you, or at least at minimum, you know that your life is not only about you, it's about who you touch. I actually am encouraging you, I'm challenging you, share something you learned with others. If you want to share this video with them, give them the gift of knowledge, talk about this video with them, or share something else with them. Maybe you share a lesson you learned from this video, or you share a song you love, or you share an opportunity with, or you give someone, that special someone, that romantic someone, that best friend someone, that amazing family member someone, that stranger someone. Whoever that someone is, I encourage you, in fact, I challenge you to share something with someone in your life. Whether it's a lesson you learned, something you're passionate about, you want to make a video like this, you want to share a business idea, you want to share a workout with, you want to share a meal with, whatever it is, I encourage you and I'm fucking challenging you to share something with someone. That is the greatest gift, sharing. There's been one theme today and I think you've learned it. Life is not about you, it's about us. And so since it's about us, give, and give. So I encourage you, always challenge you to give something today to somebody else. I'm going to end the video here, my friend, my dear friend. I love you. I hope you have the most amazing day of the entire Souls Lives, and I'll see you soon. Peace, love, and light.